Hello, noobs. All right, this is take two because I did the video at the beginning. I was gonna do a tutorial on barb chaining, right? Show you how to barb chain, and then I do some quick tips on saving your AP and a little bit about your farmers and stuff like that, your gathering commanders, and I had showed you a bunch of stuff. So when I was rewatching it to make sure it sounded nice and the music, I misspoke, but I'm gonna correct that with this video. So this is take two on my barb chaining tutorial and with some quick tips on your gathering commanders and show you something from the Lost Temple. Now, what I'm gonna do, I had already recalled my march because I did it earlier. I healed my troops, but I had already sent out my farmers. So let's go ahead and call this in. And the reason I'm gonna call this in is because let me go before we get into the barb chaining. I'm gonna show you something that I misspoke. Well, while we're doing that, let's go to the Lost Temple, because what you want to do is get yourself an AP rune, and there is one. So this was a mistake number 2 that I didn't do on the first one. So is this it? Yep, there. So let's go ahead and gather that. So we're gonna send. We don't need to send on that. Well, I'll send my Belisarius because he's quick. Do calves. Just need to send one. So we got 5 minutes. So I'm gonna waste your time for 5 minutes until he comes back. Actually 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get that going. Right. So, and the reason I did that, so, is because let's go to the farm. Back to the farmers. Oh, see, I didn't even do it on this one. See on that one. My constants did not come back, and there's not a plus sign to that. And then the reason is, and let's go to my commanders. Let's go to Constance. Where's she at? Constance. Where's my Constance? Did I miss it? Where's she at? Cleo. That was my Constance. Matilda, I guess it wasn't. Here she is. That's the reason. She does not have the more the better. So let's see. We need 2 more. So let's go ahead and see if we can increase that by 2. Yep. Let's go do it one more time. Yep, one more time. Okay, so now we can do this. See that? Boom. Let's give her that, and let's give her that, and let's do one more. And the reason being you want to do that because troops led by this commander receive an additional +4 resource upon completing the completion of gathering. I think when you do the first one's 2, and this is for 4%. I think it might go to 6. I don't remember. We'll check here because we're going to check my other commanders to see that has 3 on this. That's what you want. You want that. And see how I have this right here? This is what you want on your farming commanders, this configuration. You typically want this to 3, and of course you're going to get 3 on this, but at the beginning just get the 1 and then get the rest. This will negate the king's taxation when he does the tax skill, right? And so let's look at that. And you typically won't see this until you have figured out who's the king of your kingdom here, of your KD. So because you're gonna start over here in zone 1, go to zone 2, then zone 3, then it's gonna be the fight for who's gonna be king. So where's it at? Here we are. We're up here. Okay. So let's look at the king skill, right? That I'm referring to. So let's go to skill, and the king skill that I'm referring to is this one. The tax skill that the king will do once your kingdom has a king. He will activate this, and this will increase resource gathering speed by 30% for 8 hours, which is good for all the governors of your kingdom. But while this skill is active, 1% of all resources gathering will be given as tax to the king up to a limit of 5 million per resource. Now, when that happens, that means that when your farmers go out there without this skill on your on your farmer. So let's go back and look at it real quick. So we'll look at my Cleopatra without this, right? Without this, you will see a negative, right? So see, you get 2%. On the other one's 4. So I guess when it has 3, it'll be 6%. And you know what? This is what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and send out. Let's go back to my city. So let's go. We'll go here. See here, and we're gonna send. We're just gonna send somebody. We're just gonna send somebody, right? Let's just send somebody, and we'll do a little bit. It should have a negative when it comes back, so we'll do that one. Let's see, who's the closest? Where's this one? Where's she at? She's right there. So, okay, so we'll recall this one so you can take a look. This should have a plus on it when it comes in, right? So while we're waiting for that to come in and let this guy collect, because you'll see what happens without that skill. And it's not even a gathering commander, right? It's just a commander. So it should have a negative when I return it. So we'll let it gather a little bit. See, it's a little bit. Then we'll wait till it gets a little bit more. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Let's talk a little bit about the gathering. I mean the chaining. So basically what you want to do on the chaining. Let's talk a little bit about the chaining while my Belisarius comes back. This March comes in. Well, it's almost in. So I don't want to. Let's just stay with the gatherers right now. We'll do the. I'll speak on Barb Chaining here in a minute. So let's see what she said. See. Because of that skill, she has a plus 14,407. Now, if she didn't have that skill, this is what you should see. So let's return this one and see what it is. Should see a negative on this. I'll be surprised if it didn't. It does not. Nope, it did not. It didn't have a negative. But you'll get some negatives on this. I guess you'll see it when that text skill is done. There'll be a negative because they don't have that. So, but see the difference? You know, on my Constance, she didn't even get the plus on that. And then on my what's her name? What's her name? I drew a blank. What's her name? Matilda. I think it's Matilda. Yeah, Matilda. Of Flanders. She already had that. So that's how she get the plus. So that kind of sort of takes away. I mean, the king is still gonna get their 1%, but it won't show as a negative if you did not have that. And all my commanders don't have. Pretty much have that. If they don't, like Constance, she has it now. It won't show up as a negative, but when the tax comes, when the king uses the tax, and if you use a commander without that skill, and I'll say it again, this skill right here, without this skill, the more the better. It more likely will have a negative on it, and then you'll lose the 1%, and you don't want that. You know, you need all the res you need at the beginning. I mean, throughout this game that you're playing, but especially in the beginning, you want all the res you can get, right? So you're going to use all your boosts, you know, that you have. You know, the gathering boost, the food boost, the wood boost, the stone boost, and gold boost. Once you have the ability to gather gold. You probably won't need a lot of gold to begin with, but you know, for your T5s you will need gold, and healing takes gold. So gather gold. As I continue to say that, you want to get get your CH to level 21, because when you get to CH 21, City Hall level 21, you will be able to give you the opportunity to unlock T4s, and that's what you want. And when you're gathering, you're still going to use your T1 tier 1 sieges. So let's look at the sieges real quick. So, and the reason you want to use T1 sieges, It's not gonna pop up. Okay, so let's gem this. Let's speed this up if we can. Do that one. Do these because I want to show you real quick. 35 there. Okay, 5 and 5. All right, so we speed this up so I can show you. So we go here and let's look at that. This is the reason. This is what I was trying to get at. March speed 80, right? And then I got a +2. I have a +20 because of everything else that's going on. So this is good. And this is here. We'll see the difference here against your T4. So look at your T4. 65, right? So that's not bad. 65 is not bad, but your T1's better. Oops, no. So we don't want to do that. Let's go back. So this is good. So you're looking at 100% March speed. So these are better for gathering. So let's go back. Let's send my Matilda back to this. So we're gonna send Matilda back, and I'm using Matilda here. So, and the reason I'm doing this. So let's look at because these are the commanders that I want to use for attack. That's what the blue one's for. So use your presets. If you do not know how to use your presets, all you need to do is click here. So we're gonna gather, right? Go here, and you'll see the green and see the blue. These are your arrows. This is to bring it out. This is to put in, right? So if I wanted to change this, and I have this is the order that I use my presets. These are the commanders that I use all the time. On the field, barbine, whatever. Calves. Oops, no. Cancel. Let's do this one. Calves, archers, infantry, calves again, and infantry. Oh, that's because my Joan of Arc she's at the pit. I use her for pit. I use Sarka and Joan of Arc as my pit crew. So when I have a rest pit, that's who I send. So if she was available, I press this and she will come out. And then here, these are the ones I use. These, the red for if I need to do a 1 troop flag build, or I need to send 100 here, or I need to send 1,000. This is what I use in the beginning for, so I don't have to. So I don't have to go scouring to say in the beginning. You're not going to have that. Say in the beginning you have your Calco. See, I don't even like Calco. So if I need to send him, I send them with one. I probably won't have knights. We'll say my infantry will send one, and say if I want to lock him into one of these, I'll lock him in. Ooh, cancel me. Say I want to put him here, and see, boom, he's there, and then I can send them, right. So let's return them. Pow. Let's go ahead and return them because that's not what I want. So let's go back to what I use the red for. When I want to send some marches to get free experience points. How do you do that if you don't already know? You go do the Guardians. Guardians don't use AP, right? So you could have like no AP, and you're like, shoot, let me go send out some farmers. Let's see what else I can do. Maybe do a couple events. But you know what? I have commanders that I need XP on. I need to increase them because I'm saving my XP books that I get when I do when I do barbs, when I do forts, or from the events. Those experience books. Say you want to get free XP. How do I do that? Go do Guardians. So that's what I do. So that's what these here are for. So I need to increase their experience, right? And not so much this one. So, and how do you delete them? See this button right here? This is how you delete them. Pow. Yes, I do not want that there. So this is what I use the red presets for, and this is for my farming. Let's take this off. Okay, And so this is the order that I do this for. Okay, this is for my res pit. This is for food. This one is for wood. This is my stone, right? So let's bring this down. Yep, and this is who I send, right? So it'll tell you how much troops. When you go this, it'll tell you exactly. It takes. Well, this was a full one. That's not a full one. We'll see. We'll go here. Send troops. It'll tell you you need 24,240. Send more than that. Just don't send that because it may or may not empty that node. You want to empty your nodes. Why you want to empty your nodes? Because if you empty your node, guess what's going to happen? Another one will appear. So the more res you farm or gather, finish off that node. Do not leave unfinished nodes. One, it's rude. You're being a dick. Don't be a dick. And then nobody will benefit from unused nodes, because when somebody else goes back, it's like, what? There's only 100 left. There's only 1,000 left. It's like, dude, it's annoying. So you wasted time. You're wasting time to go finish somebody else's unfinished nodes, because you go up there and say you're in a hurry. So you wake up in the morning, you collect everything you need to collect. You do a little barbs to do a little bit AP, or you don't even have an opportunity. You just want to send out your farmers. And then you're thinking, and you're in a rush, you send out to the res pit, you send to the food or whatever. So once you send your farmers out and you come back and it's like, and say you check like 5-10 minutes later, it's like, what? It's already back? What? It's unused? So all that time you're wasting thinking it's gathering when it just went to that unfinished node for like 5 minutes and came back, and 2 hours later it's like, dude, are you serious? So finish your resource nodes, please. So it like I said, this is telling me that 24,240 will do that. I normally I'll send more, or I say, you know what? It says that. Let me take that off, and I'll send 25,000, right? And then I'll go send it. But I'm gonna use 30. I send 30. These are all preset. This is well, I can't show you. It has a lot. This one has like a lot. This one, if I was doing wood, I send 40. I'm sending 30 for stone, and I send 18 when I do gold, right? So let's go ahead and send this back. Well, we'll send it there. You know what? We need to send it here. Finish this one off. That's where we need to go. All right. So, and I think my march is back. So let's go ahead and bring my Belisarius out. Let me show you one more thing that I didn't really get to show you. So, boom. I went ahead, now that I got the rune, I went ahead earlier and did let me go back to boost. I added this, and I think I did a 12-hour attack. So just to help me out. And the only reason I did let me show you again. The only reason I did the extender, you really don't need to, but I did it because I want to send more of my march. And the reason I'm using Belisarius, and I did it earlier on the other video because he wasn't a peacekeeper. His talent tree wasn't all that great. It was more for fighting in the field. Where's some Belisarius, right? So I was actually using this talent tree right here. And so what I did, I went ahead and changed it. I changed it to this. This is what you want, right? This is the talent tree that you want right here. So I'll leave it right there. So you want to take a good look at it for your peacekeeper. The only difference I would do is increase this, right? I would take that, right? But this is first. I want here first, right? And then I want to bring them all the way to here and do all the way to 3, and then do this one all the way to 3, Trophy Hunter. This is what you want. So after using action points to defeat barbarians, gain an extra 15 level 1 resource pack C containing this is what you need to get extra rewards, right? And the reason you want to use your Belisarius is because he's a peacekeeper. Use your peacekeepers for fighting barbs and forts. The best ones is Richard, that I see out there when Barb Chaining, Richard and Ethelfled, or ISG, Richard and ISG, or Richard and Ethelfled. And the reason you want to use Ethelfled and ISG is because they use AOE damage, so area effect damage. That's what you want. And on this account, like I said, this is my farm account. This is strictly farming. I do a lot of barbs, and I do a lot of forts with them. Well, mostly barbs. I really don't do forts with this, but I do barb forts with this one. So that's why you want good commanders on your account, right? You know, I got my Matilda. You know, I can use Khan. I'm not going to use him to do forts or anything like that, but you know, you do need your peacekeepers, like, you know, Miyamoto and Ethelfled, and you know, your Cow, he's a peacekeeper. I don't use him because for some reason I just don't like him. People use him. Don't get me wrong, he is good. If you have him, use him. I don't use him for anything. You know, he's usually secondary, or I use him in Canyon, or if I need to do a flag or something, or if I'm gonna go kill some farmers. I mean, not kill farmers, but kill my troops in a flag or something. I'll send him. You know, I'm not gonna. You know, he's not a garrison commander, but if I just need to send some troops to help out, I may or may not use him. But I really don't use him. But he's a peacekeeper. Don't get me wrong. Just because I don't use him doesn't mean he's not good. He's actually very, very good. For whatever reason, I just don't like him. I don't know. I can't explain it, man. It's stupid. I just don't like the dude. And if I see him on the field, I kill him right away. And we'll talk a little bit about that. Who, in what order you should kill these troops. And, you know, and I lose your Lohar too. He's a peacekeeper. I typically don't use him. I use him now on my main as a third or fourth peacekeeping march when I'm doing, because when you do barbs, do peacekeeping. Once you get your peacekeepers, use them. I know in the beginning I was using I used Japan, and I got Kusunoki, and I went ahead and got Mia. I spent $1 because that's the only way you get Mia is through VIP. So I went ahead and spent, you know, the 99 cents, and I spent $49.99 to get more hits of his. So if you're a low spender or a free to play spender, don't get Mia. Don't get me wrong, he is good, but if you're free to play, you're not gonna get him. You're not gonna spend any money to get him. If you're a low spender, go ahead and get him, and get him to 5. See, I don't even have 5 on this guy, so do get him to 5 on the first skill. Then you can go 1-1-1-1 all the way across, and he's fine. Because by the time you get to KVK 3, you're not going to use Mia on the field. You will see Mia on the field. Don't get me wrong, but you don't really want Mia on the field, because if you do see Mia on the field, because you got these guys who spent money to level him up. And don't get me wrong, he is good, but he is also squishy. You know, because there's better commanders out there than Mia. You know, he's cavalry, because you'll see your Khan out there better than Mia. You'll see your do I even have him on here? I don't think I have him on here. Bybars is good, but you know, you don't want to use your Bybars when you get to KVK 3. You know, you might have your Saladin. He's better. You know, he's squishy. That's when, and plus you'll see your Alex out there. He's better. You know, he's better. You'll get defeated, and you see Tamaris and all them out there by the time you hit KVK 3. I mean, people still use them, but I wouldn't use them on the field. And if you're field fighting, if you see a primary Ethelfled with a secondary Joan of Arc, hit it. That's the first one you're gonna hit. You know, besides your epics. Epics are always gonna get hit first. Then it's going to be your Ethelfled if you see a primary. If you see YSG primary, you're going to hit him first. Then, you know, if I see a Khan out there, I'm going to hit that next. Then I'll do a Richard before I do a Martel, because it'll take forever to hit a Martel. So you can say Richard or Martel last, and you'll see that typically in KVK 1, KVK 2, KVK 3. Watch how in the order when you go out in a group to go, don't go by yourself, because especially if you're free to play and you still have your epics, you don't have any of your legendary commanders, and you typically probably won't have your legendary commanders. If you do, your Ethelfled, go ahead and use her as primary if you're free to play. That's fine. It's gonna take time because you can only get heads through her through the expedition. If you're grinding, you can get her done. But if you'll have her primary and be prepared for her to get hit, she will get hit because she helps out other units. So, and if you're the enemy, you'll attack that, right? So, just word for the wise. Let's get to this. Let me show you something real quick. This is another tutorial before. Oops. Well, I'll send it back here in a minute, and let me send another one. So let me send this one. These two. So this is what I didn't get to show on the first video that I did, that I now deleted. So when you're out there, see how it highlights both of them, right? Because you can highlight it. There's both. And so if you want to send somebody, you can send a march here, and then do it again. You can send the other march. Instead of doing that, whether you have to, it only works if you have two or more. I want to show you real quick. This is the thing that I didn't show you on the first time that I did. If you click on both, let me bring it back. See that? Okay, so double click, see how they're both highlighted? Both my Belisarius and Kusunoki are highlighted. Now I can drag both of them anywhere. So we'll just send them here. Now they're gonna move together. So when you're attacking something, when you're on the field and you need to attack a particular enemy or barb, so you can send them together. Like, see, they'll come together. So we'll go here first. Let me bring the screen up. So say I want to attack these two together. It'd be better if I was closer. Now they're gonna move, and my Belisarius is gonna get there first. So this is how you do it. We'll do this one together. Well, and while I continue talking, and then I'll go back and prepare for barb chaining. So let's see where we can barb chain. Let's see if we can go somewhere close when there's a lot of barbs, so I can show you how to barb chain real quick. So it's talked about. We need a good cluster of barbs together. Here's some right here. So this is a good one to practice. So we're gonna try to get all 5. Probably get this one together. Maybe I can drag this one closer. We'll see. So not too far away. So let's go back. Let's send these back. See, I send them back together. So let's send that one gathering. Was it stone? No, this one. So let's go ahead and send my farmer back to this one, and I'm using my constants. Pow. See, that's 40. Let's finish her off. Let's go. Let's see. Is there anywhere closer? Nope. A lot of barbs. You know what? Let's go over here. A little bit more barbs. So let's send my Belisarius and Ethelfled. And when you do barb chaining, you want to use commanders that do AoE damage, either primary or secondary. I use Belisarius and Ethelfled. So this is the reason why I did the expansion, because I can send out more troops. So I'm sending out 208,125. I got the rune. I could go ask for the title, and let's look at the title. If you do get a title, let's make sure you do the rune. Get an AP rune if you can find one. So save you on your AP. So let's go look at the titles real quick. Here we go. Well, while my march is getting there, so let's look at the titles. You could use Justice, right, for troop attack +5, march speed +10, and then or you could use Duke for troop defense +5 and training. And I typically don't ask for those because there's usually a long line if there's a buff, and you only get to use it for a little bit, and then you got to tell your title giver when you're done. So we're not going to do that, but we did get the rune, so which I didn't do last time. So I get 15% action point recovery, which is awesome. I'm using Germany as my civilization because I get +10. I get action point recovery by 10%. So now I'm getting 25% action point recovery. And this is another reason why you want to use your peacekeepers, because they also get reduces action point to attack barbarians and other neutrals. So not only am I getting 25% on action point recovery, I'm also using less action points. So that is awesome. So let's see how much action points for that Barb. Does it tell you? Let's see, look, you get experience. Where does it tell you action points? I think it's 50, right? I think it's 50. So technically, if it reduces by 10%, that's 40. And then now that I got the rune, and plus I'm using Germany, that's what was that? A recovery of 25 and 40. So I'm technically using, was that 10, 15? I'm only using 15% of action points, right? So what it looks like. See, I didn't even get, the only reason I got a 0 on that because she's on the experience, because she's leveled up all the way. No. Oh, it's because I need this. So let's use my stars real quick. Pow, 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 pow. Let's see if we can get her closer. I probably won't get it all the way, but I need to get her as close as I can. How? I normally don't use, you should not use your heads on this. Save your heads, especially if they're the big ones. Like you're not going to use, like I'm not going to use him. I'm not going to use this one, right? I'm not going to use more Martel. I don't care for Caesar. If you have Caesar, don't waste your golden heads on your Caesar, please, or your Martel, because you get him through the gold keys. So just have patience. I'm not saying Caesar's not that good of a commander. He'll show up. You'll still see him in the beginning for Canyon and stuff. But he's a conquering, city attacks. You may do that in the beginning before you figure out who the king is for your kingdom. If you're in the very, very beginning of the game, you might do some city attacks. He'll be good for that. But after you figure out who your king is and you're going to KVK 1, you are no longer going to see a Caesar out there on the field. If you do see a Caesar on the field, it's because somebody does not know how to play the game and they have that commander. That's the wrong commander to use on the field anyways. If you're field fighting, you really don't need to use him. So don't waste he's one of those commanders that if you get him and that's the only commander you have to fight with, that's when you're going to use him. But other than that, there's way better commanders than that. Same thing goes for these guys, the green guys, your elite. I don't use these guys for anything, right? I really don't. Well, I use Satyrian because he's a gathering commander, right? He gets 10% on gathering speed bonus, and you get 10% on low bonus. So that's the reason why I use him. But City Keeper, Dragon Lancer, Markswoman, I don't use them for anything. If I need to build a flag, that's who I send. I send those. Same thing for these guys right here. I don't use Lancelot. I use Constance, and I use Gaius Marxus for gathering. I mean, I thought Timon was great, but don't use Timon either. I mean, use her as an archer. If she's like the only archer commander you have in the very beginning, yeah, you're gonna use her. I mean, because I was using her and my Kusunoki at the very beginning. Yeah, where's my Kusunoki? This was my primary, and Timon was my secondary when I could get secondary. I think after what you reach 20, you can use the secondary commander. That was my pair. Now, like I said, you're gonna use those in the beginning, but once you get better commanders, don't use them no more. You know, because they're better commanders. Don't use them no more. I thought she was a shit, and then I saw a couple of videos. I think even Chisco said, she's like worthless. Great in the beginning because that's the only commander you have. Granted, you use what you got the best way, right? So this is Barb Chaining. Let's go to Barb Chaining. This is what this was used for. So we're gonna try to capture all these guys. So let's see. We'll try to get this 22 to this 23. So let's move closer. This is Barb Chaining. Pow, let's move closer. Oh, perfect. He's moving closer. Let's move closer. Pow, let's try to get these three. Pow. Right there. We should be able to get one or two of these. Let's move a little bit closer. I got one. Boom. Let's move right there. Got rid of one. Let's go ahead and get the other one. This is Barb Chaining. Pow. See, captured him. So I'm not really good at this. I do the best. Let's see, he's moving. I hope I don't lose either one. Oh, see, I lost one. See, this is the reason why I'm not good at it. It happens. You need to practice. Seriously, just practice. Cisco has a video on Barb Chaining. I think Gecko has one too, and I'm pretty sure Draccul has one. Any one of them will tell you, just practice. And even Chisco, with his power level, he loses one. And you can only make them chase you so far because they have an area that they go. If they go beyond that area, they will go back like how this one did. So, which is okay. Just practice. Now, the best commanders to use is your. Make sure you do use an AOE commander. That's who you want, like your Ethelfled, your YSG. Those are the commanders that do AOE damage, area of effect damage. That's what you want. If you can get your Richard, if you're in the beginning of the game, it's day one, and you use what you got into the best that you have. Whatever commanders you have, right? So let's go ahead and get this one. Let's see if we can make this one go to this 24. Let me bring him closer. Let me get him sideways. Excuse me. I burped. Let me drink some water real quick. And see if we can get this 22 to this 24. Perfect. Okay. Let's bring him down. Come on, Bubba. Follow me. Let's see if we can bring him closer to this 24. Come on. The 24 is walking away. So this is the reason why I don't like it, because they always walk away. Let's see if we can bring them a little bit more closer. Come on. Did I get him? Come on. Yeah, perfect. And he's gonna move. Perfect. See? I got him. Yay. So when he does the area effect damage on the second commander, there it is. Boom, got him. See, now I got him. This is called Barb Chaining. And like I said, the reason you want to do this there's two reasons. I got Germany, save me on my AP. I went and got the rune, 15% saved me on my AP. And another reason you want to Barb Chain is so that way the one AP bottle that you're using, because I think it's 50, right? you can stretch that 50 to give you value by chaining. See, I could have tried and got this 24. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get this 24 and this 20 together. And if you practice this and practice this and practice this, you can be like one of my friends back in 1837, and you know, because he's so good at it. I don't know if it's good on the PC with the mouse. I'm on my phone. I'm using my Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. That's what I'm using. So I think I have a better chance coming over here. Let's see if I can capture these two. And then I'll see if I can come to this 24. This 24 right here. Okay, so I'm going to go for this one. And I'm going to capture both of these 21, 22. Like I said, that guy, I mean, he was real good. I saw one report. He did like, with one AP bottle, he did 89 barbs. Like, damn, that is great. So when you're doing your MGE, you're killing barbs, you know, that's what you want, right? You wanna maximize everything that you got, because when you're free to play, you're using everything, using all of everything. You're doing little saving, especially in the beginning. You know, I might not even get there. So you know what? Let me go ahead and finish this one off, and I'll see if I can get these three right here, right? So let me finish this one off. And so you're using everything. You're using everything, right? You save as much as you can, but you know, you need to save your AP bottles. You need to save your speed ups as much as you can, especially for those MGE. And try to get in there, and see, this is a good cluster right here. So we'll try to get all these three together, right? So and if I had Richard, I'll probably be using Richard. So we'll get the 24 to 20 and the 22 together. They kind of split up, so we'll get them together. Bring this one closer. Come on, Bubba. Should be able to catch the 20. Bring it a little bit closer. Bring it a little bit down. Yep. Really? Oh, see, that sucks. See. Ah! That's another reason why I hate Barb Chaining. You really need patience for this. And it wastes a lot of time. If you have a lot of time, yeah. Anyways, I'll get these two. And they were perfectly great together, so I'll do this one. Okay. So let this one die, and we'll try to get this 22 with the one that we just captured. Now we know it can come down, so let's go ahead and start coming down. Come down more. Come on, I know you can come down more. Don't die on me. Recover some. Lost it. Okay, we'll bring this one up. See, this is why you need to practice so you can be better than this. Well, I'll just kill this one. It's going too far. And see, you notice he could only go so far, which is kind of weird. So they will walk away. So they only have an area that they will be in. And once they go beyond any of that area, they'll just walk away. So, which is kind of weird. So this is the reason why you need to practice. So let's see. Let's go ahead and just kill this guy. I want to kill him now because he pissed me off. We'll try to get these three. I should go get these two. So after that, I'll go ahead and get these two. Or you know what? I'll try to get these three together. These two 24s and this 23 after I killed this one. But yeah, just keep practicing when you barb chain. It's a little frustrating. I find it frustrating. I find it a little tedious. But like I say, it'll save you a lot of AP. and you can get to the point where you can do with one AP bottle, you can do 20, you can do 30, 35, or you can get as far up as my friend did and do 89 barbs with one AP bottle. Get value, and that's what you need. And even if you just do 2 or 3, like I'm doing, you know how I did 2 and I, wasted 1. I mean, that's fine. Don't worry about that. I find it frustrating, but I don't do this enough that I'm a pro. I just do enough where I can actually just show you a video about it, and show you how to do this. So let's go ahead and do this one, and let's see if we can come over and capture this 24. Hey, let's see if we can get all 4 of these. It'll be awesome if I can get all 4 of these. So let's try to get all 4. That one's coming over. Let's bring this above. This right here. Boom. Move up. Perfect. See, they're all good close. So we'll see if we can get all of them. I'll get this one. Move right there. If I move, they follow me right there. I can probably get all 4 of them. Perfect. See, one walked away. It's all right. It's all right. We'll get this one. Oh, damn. See, that one walked away. See, they can only go so far. So let's try that again. We'll capture these 2 and we'll go back and get this 24. It takes time. It just takes time, See how he walked all the way back? So they can only go so far. We got that one. Okay, let's go this way. Boom. We'll capture this 24. Ah! Damn, they were so good together. So right here. And then we'll come across. Come on. See, I lost them. They're not just not working with me. See, I just wasted 2 bottles right there. That's just crazy. All right, let's try this again. Got that one. Go this way. See, they just don't want to work with me. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, damn. Piss me off. If I capture this one, then that's it. Okay. There, I got them. Okay, I'm not gonna do anymore. I'm just gonna do these 2 with that one because I already wasted too much as it is. So practice. That's all I'm saying. Practice. So it's funny. If you have the time, do practice this. It'll save you a ton. Get you a rune. Get you a title if you can. I normally don't do the title thing, but do everything that helps you in the beginning. You're early in the game. Early in the game. You might not even have Belisarius. You might not even have a Peacekeeper. But do the best you can with what you have. That's my motto. I always say that. Do the best with what you have. If you don't have equipment, then don't worry about it. You don't have equipment, but save for it. Say you're still in zone 1. They haven't done the king yet, so you can't get the rune that's way up there in the Lost Temple. That's fine. You can find plenty of runes. They're not as high as 15 here in zone 1. Hopefully you're in a good alliance that's very active. These you might find one here. For your, they might get one. You might have like 2% or 5% AP recovery. That's awesome. Use it. Maybe you don't have a troop expansion. You know what? If or you might not even have the troops to expand to get any more. That is fine. That's what's important is here is how to barb chain, right? You know how to do it. Like I said, you might not have your peacekeepers, but you should have an Ethelfled. You know, whether whether you maxed out the first skill to 5, you know, maybe she's a 1, maybe she's a 2, maybe she's a 3. That is fine. You can still use her. Get your YSG. YSG is awesome. You know, he's great as primary in the very beginning, going to KVK 1. Once you get to KVK 2, you can still use him as primary, but he's more of a secondary commander beyond KVK 1. You do want to max him out all the way. On my main, I got him late on my main. I got him during KVK 2. And on my main, I have him, 5511. He's still good. I'm trying to, I now got him to 6 stars. I'm going to get him to 60. And should I continue to max him out all the way through? Yes. Is he my primary to max him out right now? No. I'm going to keep him at 5511 because I'm concentrating on somebody else. I need to get my Saladin to 5511. I wish I could get him to 5551. He'll be a lot better. But even at 5511, he's good. He's decent. But I have YSS on that's locked. I can't use him right at the moment, but I do have him. So that's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and get my Saladin to 5511. I got my YSG to 6 stars. Now I can get him to level 60 so I can max him out, which is still good. Still good. Is he great? No, but he's good. He's usable. I can still do some damage. Once I have that done, I want to get my Alexander to 5511 as well. He's 5'3" or 5'2" right now at the moment, I think, and I need to bring him to 60 stars. I mean to level 60 and have him to 6 stars. That's where I want him. Once I got those 2 commanders, I'm strictly going to start working on my YSS because I want to be a garrison leader. I want to be a garrison commander. And I have 7 heads for Zenobia. I need 3 more, and I'll have her unlocked. And then as soon as I have her unlocked, I want to go ahead and get that first skill maxed out before I continue to max her out to level 60. She'll be primary. So she'll be primary. Once I have her unlocked, I'm going to get that first skill to 5. Then I'm going to take her all the way to level 60 because, like I said, she'll be primary. And when you have a primary commander, they typically use the talent trees. Granted, the skills will help a little bit, not much. But your secondary commander is where the skill comes to play. And that's the reason why I want to max out my YSS on my main. So let's go back. Let's go ahead and bring back my Belisarius. So I hope this helped you a lot. We talked a lot about commanders, specifically your farming commanders. You know, at the very beginning, I was farming with the same commanders that I used to fight with because I didn't know any better. You know, and you do want to use your tier one sieges, you know, because you know their march speed is 80. That is fast. They are very fast compared to T4s. I don't know why I keep doing that. Let me go to T4s. Show you that. You know, that's 65 minus. You know, if you didn't have the plus 16, the pluses come from your city and you know your different buildings and stuff like that. That's the extra stuff. But that's 65. What would you rather have, 80 or 65? So yeah. So you know, do level 1. Let me go ahead and train some of those. And if you see her, always get. See, I did this earlier. See all that I got. I got all these with my res. Don't waste my gems on those. So like I said, we talked about farming. We talked about how to use this right here. So just hold on to it and capture all the extra marches, and you can send them all at once together. I showed you a little bit about chaining. I hope that really helped you out. Like I said, practice. It will help you in the long run get the most value of barb chaining. And even if you do 2-3 at a time, and even if one walks away, just keep at it, keep practicing. I'm not good at it. I know I'm not good at it. I will be practicing more. This will definitely help you. I'll see if I can capture these two. I'll bring the 23 down to the 24. We'll do this. It's walking away. Don't walk away too far. So we'll do this one. And no. The best commanders, make sure you use your AoE commanders for this. And I think I went too far. Yep, I went too far. See, don't go too far. Let's see. Okay, good. Stopped. Boom. Come right here. Come a little closer, my pretty. Use your AoE commanders. Oh, good. It's walking up. I'll get these two. Yay! I get happy when I do this a few times. But if you have to stop and go to a different cluster, try to find a spot that has a lot like this is a decent one, right? Start here, come over here, go here, plan it out. You know, try to get this one, go here, you know, go here, go here, try to go here. You know, maybe you want to go from here, you want to go up this way and go here, you know, just plan that out, you know, get a good cluster going. You know, this and this is too far away. This and this one's a lot closer, right? Go here to here, you know, then from here up. So go to a good cluster. If the closer they are, the better it is. So good luck. I hope this was very beneficial for you. I believe Chisco and Draccul and Gecko have barb chaining videos. So if you need to see more videos or more, I go watch them. I saw Chisco's. Chisco's was pretty good. And even Chisco has a hard time, and he's like real chillax about it, you know, if they walk away. But I hope this helped you a lot. I hope you will subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. You can start leaving comments on my videos now. I figured out why you couldn't do them on the earlier ones. You can do it now. So have fun. Hope this was, like I said, beneficial for you noobs. See y'all later. Ciao.